What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day. We are doing well so far. Don't really have a whole lot of plans. I just wanted to hop on, chill out a little bit, see who hops in, says hi. Desk is coming along pretty good. Did some design work, and now we're doing prototype printing, which is what's going on right now. I've already done the top, which I already know I messed up and I have to fix. This is the bottom that you're seeing printing currently, and it will be done in 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So we're going to hang out a little bit until that gets done printing. But yeah. Oh, I do want to put in the Discord in the chat. So let's go ahead and update that real fast while I'm thinking about it. So if anybody wants to join the Discord channel, they can. I'll go to my channel. Go live. Edit video. Discord. Invite people. Copy. Never. No limit. Generate new link. Copy. Okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Discord link. Let's save that. So that should be good there. And while we're in here, we'll go ahead and turn that on. We're going to save that. Alrighty, so that gets us updated with our channel. Let's see here. What options can we do? Notifications. Okay. Yep, that looks good. Okay, we're good there. Good there. Good there. Let's close out of that. Close out of that. And let's take a look, see what we got going on. So, first things first. Let's go and check our Gmail account, make sure that I'm not missing anything important over here, which does not look like that I am. Refresh that one. Nope, don't see anything new. Let's check the business one. The business account looks good there, so we're good there. So I think everything is kosher with the emails. Packaging is getting delayed as typical. I think everything is going to be here today that's supposed to be here, besides one item. We'll see if that shows up later. It probably won't. That's typical Amazon. This spool is boogered up that I'm fighting with. Had no clue it was messed up, but it's also really old, so that could be why. But again, burning up some old filament for prototyping just to see what it looks like. All I know is this print is not going to be cheap if I ever sell one. So I'm probably good enough that I could cancel this print. Because it should just be doing top layers at this point. Let's look. Where am I at? No, it's at layer like 400 of 430. So where does that put me? So if I go down to 400, how low does this make it? No, it's still got a little ways to go. Okay, I'll let it go. I was thinking it was getting close to the top. I mean, it's there, but we're losing a whole thread out of this. So I'm going to let that continue just so I know that I don't have to make any changes to this part. I know I have to redesign the top. I messed up, and I'll explain that in a minute once it's done printing. But this one's going, like I said, it's about done. It's almost at layer 400 of 430. So, yeah, it's 397 of 429. I get it. It's what I'm saying is not correct, but we're kind of chilling here for a little bit. Bambu's really upset me today. So I want to give them one more night to try to get this straightened out. And I'm going to see what they say, and we're going to go from there. So while we're waiting, I need to go look over here and look at Micro Center. What's up, Jack? No, you're fine, Jack. You're okay. I planned on talking about it today anyway, so that's you're good. Hey, look, they sell the six pin cord. Really? Oh, wait a minute, Bambu Lab. Bambu Lab. Should've just went there and bought it. So they do sell just the hub. Sweet. I can go there in the future and buy just the hub. That's awesome. Oh, the upgrade kit's only $56 here. If I knew that, I just would have went there and bought it. Because then that means I could be using it right now. Well, hindsight. Too late. I guess I can wait. Oh, wait a minute. Is the 4-pin... I'm looking for the 4-pin cable. Well, I guess that comes with the 4-pin cable. So I wouldn't need to even buy it at that point. Oh, there's an open box version for $45. That's almost worth picking up. You know what? It actually is, now that I think about it. Ugh. Because I think I spent 20... I don't remember. What did I spend? Oh, it's out of stock. Are you serious? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh my god. Why? Why? Something tells me that this is not going to ship. It sounds like I'm making a trip to Micro Center. I swear I cannot win. God. That's all I can do is laugh at this point. So, what's going on? What's going on, Athens? So here's my concern. I bought this yesterday. which I can fix the 4-pin adapter to make it fit, I think. And it comes with... So I bought a 4-pin Molex power adapter and the aftermarket AMS buffer assembly. But now, after I bought it, it says currently unavailable. Which tells me that it's not in stock. And that I bought an item that was not in stock, but they claimed was in stock. So when I go and check on my order, it's not been shipped, which tells me that I'm screwed, basically. So what happened with the AMS? The AMS got tossed in my front yard by the delivery person, which, by the way, the box already looked pretty rough to begin with, before the guy decided to just let it fall out of his hands into my yard. That's problem number one. That happened yesterday evening. I was in the garage when it happened. I heard it. The problem is I can't deny the package. Like, he was gone by the time I got out there. The issue with all of this is Bambu is refusing to do anything about it. Basically. That's long story short of my issue. So, contacted support yesterday evening, told them the situation. They asked for the video proof from my camera, so I downloaded the file and saved it. And sent it to them via chat, and they were shocked of the video evidence that I have, and assured me that that Bambu Labs would take care of it, and that it has to go through a technical support ticket number, and that somebody from the email tech support will get back with me, which is fine and dandy. At the same time, I discovered that I did not buy the stupid upgrade kit to go with it, which includes this piece that's required to have that nobody sells on Amazon. So I have to have this. I have to have this, which is a 4-pin cable that is a proprietary cable to Bambu Labs, and their filament buffer is what they're calling it. So I have to have both of these to be able to use the... Oh, and I need a 24-volt power supply. So those three items do not come with the AMS2 Pro from the factory. So I spent $400 on something that I can't even use because it doesn't come with the accessories required to make it print with my printer. I did do some research, and it does say in the post that I am required to buy the extra kit, and the extra kit on Bambu's website is like $70, which is a bunch of crock. So, did a bunch of research, found that this listing on Amazon for a third-party version of this was in stock, and I want to say I spent... I could have sworn it was $20. Let me go look. It's gonna have my address. Whatever. Yeah, I spent $23 on it. So I spent $23 on this, and then I had to buy a 24-volt power supply, which would have been like another... Oh, and I had to buy a 4-pin, which was like $6. Yeah, it's absolutely cheaper to buy the combo at this point. I didn't know that, hindsight. Again, whatever. I'm a little salty about it. So I had to buy a 24-volt power supply. I had to buy a 4-pin Molex power cord, which I'm going to have to modify to make it work. I had to buy an AMS buffer... filament buffer assembly, and I had to buy PTFE tube connectors, which is fine. All of this was probably $40-ish. We'll say $45. I forgot about Micro Center selling Bambu products, which is not crazy close, but it's like a half hour away. I'm willing to make the trip at this point because I'm really frustrated with the situation that I'm being dealt with. So I can go and buy an open box version for $45, or I can buy a new one for like $56. That's still cheaper than buying it directly from Bambu. So if I go to Bambu and try to buy their stupid kit, so if I go to their accessories and buy, where is it? I think it's under accessories. They sell it for $78 normally, and it's on sale for $64.99. Keyword, it's on sale. So then I got a hair up my butt, and I decided I was actually going to open up the package for the EMS and found out that it has 3 hairline cracks in the plastic housing. 2 of them which are on the door. 1 is on the front of the unit. So I got a response last night that they want picture proof of the damage of the product. So I responded back and gave them picture evidence pointing to the small cracks that is in the housing from Bambu, and they responded back telling me that so then they responded back on an email telling me that the damage is fine and to go ahead and just use the product and let me know if you have any issues with it. I immediately responded with, I paid full price for a product that I expect to show up without damage. I don't care if it works or not. I want it replaced with a product that is not damaged because I paid for a product that's not damaged. And then about an hour later, I responded back and said that I plugged everything in and nothing worked because I know how this is going to go. So they're basically pawning off the concept that they shipped with a third-party shipping company and they wrecked the device. Instead of paying for a proper shipping company, they shipped it through Yan Express. That's problem number 1. Problem number 2 is Yan Express doesn't do anything local because it's a Chinese-based company. So it was pawned off to Amazon to be the last mile, like the last delivery, they call it last mile delivery. Is the last person, like the person that drops it off at your house. So instead of paying somebody else to do it, they're paying Amazon to deliver the product to the customer's addresses. And then the Amazon driver just basically just dropped, just let it go. Just didn't care. Like had no shits given. So do I blame Amazon? Do I blame Bambu? Do I blame Yan Express or whatever company that they used for shipping? Like, who's at fault? So at the end of the day, it's the retailer's responsibility to make it right because they're the ones that chose this shipping company. They would have to be the ones that negotiate the damages with the shipping company if they chose to even insure this package. And I'm going to tell you, they probably didn't. Which is why they're giving me the runaround on repairing said unit, which basically needs a full replacement. And Jack, you are correct. With cracks in the housing, it's not going to dry correctly. You are 1,000% correct. Yeah, but that's the whole point. It shouldn't have never been dropped to begin with. Like that's the whole argument to all of this. If your customer is complaining of a shipping problem, you should be doing everything in your power to make it correct. And then you handle it on the back end with the said shipping company. So then I started doing a bunch of research and found out that I am not the only person to have problems. So I started digging around and found out that Bambu does not have a single phone number that anybody will answer. It's not a quality issue. This is a lack of support and a lack of awareness and a lack of empathy to your customers is what this comes down to. The physical product looks fine besides damage from shipping. Like, I'm talking about just like the physical build quality, like just in general. It looks good. But when I pay for something and it arrives in a condition that doesn't match, yeah, it's all about the customer service. I paid for a product that's new in a box. I expect to receive and get a new, undamaged item in my hand. So what happens from A to Z, I don't care. Z is only me. So, been running around with them for a day now, basically getting this fixed. And then my other complaint is they're clearly Chinese-based, which I have nothing against, but they don't respond to emails after about 8 a.m., which is Chinese time. So, perfect example. So, like right now, what time is it in China? So right now it's 1:47 a.m., which means they're not going to respond to this until roughly about midnight my time, which is another 10 hours-ish. So that would put them at around 11, 12 a.m., like noon. Let's just call it 11 a.m. I'll be shocked if I get a response because they're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're 13 hours ahead of me. Is it 13 hours ahead? I think it's ahead. Anywho, but like I said, I'm not the only person to complain about this. So I went down the rabbit hole of looking up Bambu Labs. So I found out that there's a Houston branch. And found out their location. Nope. Bambu Lab, Houston, Texas. And magically, they have a whopping 2.1 star review. Only 7 reviews, but it's still only a 2.1 star review. So, okay, I'm curious. Let's go look. So when I go and look at the reviews, where did the reviews go? Why can't I see the reviews now? Oh, I gotta click on. Printer arrived showing obvious signs of impact. Bambu said they'd take care of it. Until the point where they were supposed to send it, they ghosted the guy. I called them out on their official Facebook group and they kicked me out of their group. Clearly trying to hide it. If you're going to take care of the situation, make it better. Follow through. Don't offer at all. So again, the guy clearly has a damaged printer head. That box is wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Guy's complaining about buying an AMS and was told that he didn't need the new version, that the old one was fine. I can ignore that one. The printer's junk. Only had 3 days and the company will not respond or send me a return shipping label to send it back. I received their A1 combo 2 weeks ago, set it up, made 4 straight items, easy. Then the machine stopped functioning, nozzle, blah, 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 blah. Customer service and technical support has been slow and useless so far, telling me what I already know. Asked for them to check electrical resistance on components with the machine log, identifying it. Basically, no faults. Sure. Basically, poor customer service. And the next one is, I would give them 0 stars, but it's all of these issues are all poor customer service. And that's the problem. And that's one of the reasons why I don't want to take this out of the packaging, is because the return policy is, yeah, and it's kind of where I'm at with this. And the problem is if I reject the payment, they're gonna they're gonna freeze up my checking account, and then I'm gonna have to get a new card. And I really don't want to do that. So that's the worst that I will do, is do that. But I don't like playing that with the bank. So, like I said, this is a common problem. And these are things that I wouldn't have discovered if I didn't start digging in to try to find some of this information. But then it even gets even better. Because like I said, I'm not the only person to have these kind of problems. It's all over. So, Bambu Lab customer service phone number. So you start getting Reddit forums and stuff like this that you cannot find anybody that can do anything about it. Like, for example, a random Facebook post. How do you get in contact with Bambu? They do not respond to anything when they reach out. And they only do live chat. Open air tickets. How long do you wait? My experience is blah, 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 blah. Like, it's excuse after excuse after excuse of poor customer service. So they claim that they work 9 to 9 their time. So 9 p.m. their time would put it, what is that, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, what was that, 8, 9, wait a minute, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm 13 hours ahead. So if it's 9 p.m. their time, that would be, I would have to add 13 hours to that, right? So that'd be 9 a.m., 9, 10, like that means they'd be working till like 10 a.m. my time. Yeah, I've already told them that a video will come out of this if something doesn't happen. I don't know how much of this I'm going to post. Well, I mean, it's already public now because it's live on Twitch and YouTube, but I'm talking about an actual YouTube post, like a YouTube video, because I love the printer. The printer's been great. Have no complaints. I feel like the AMS is the next thing that this printer needs to make it that much better, but clearly their customer service lacks customer service skills. So, yeah, needless to say, like I said, I'm not the only person to have these kind of issues. So then the other problem is you start looking up like Bambu. You start looking up like Bambu, and it's always like slow. Here's somebody else. Bought something a month ago. That's a third-party shipping company. That's not UPS. That's not FedEx. That's not the Postal Service. Just chucking packages. Like I said, I wouldn't have done all this research Like, there's no reason for me to go and believe this. But it's like problem after problem after problem is a bunch of people posting these kind of things. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna hop off here. Oh, I want to show you this real fast. Because I think I'm gonna go to Micro Center and go get the remaining stuff that I need to make this printer physically function, and go from there. But I want to check this out real fast. So this is kind of what I was waiting on because it just finished. So we were kind of just chilling. I'm a little heated about the situation. So here's the print that we've been designing and working on. This would fit inside of here. So tolerance, I could probably make that a little bit smaller. Do I want to go that route? Probably not, because I don't know how much that filament that's actually going to save. Whatever. But my question is do these two fit? Because they should. And if they don't, I'm gonna be upset. So that's right. So where's this one? So it leans up there. So let's mark this with a Sharpie so I can see what I'm doing. So this needs to line up somewhere about here. And this lines up thread-wise somewhere about here. So those should go on. Yeah, they work. It works too good, actually. So, yeah, it functions. So that's awesome. So I could add some height to this to get these threads down farther if I needed more height, but I don't think I do. So this is a functionality print. My Twitch is the same name. It's it should be, actually no, it's not. It should be RC Cincinnati. Let me go look. Yeah, RC Cincinnati is the name. And how did I link the gridfinity holders together? Are you talking the base plates? The actual gridfinity, the actual gray pieces? Is that what you're referring to? Not those, but the actual grid? So yeah, this seems like it functions. It seems like it's going to do what I want it to do. Basically, this would fit on like so, but it's going to have a spacer. So this depth is really close to fitting, like, for example, the stadium truck tire. This is why it needs to be so tall. And it still will have a spacer, brings this tire up over the ledge. I don't really have anything I could space this with that will work, but let's just use that as the example. Those bases are on gridfinity.xyz. And then you go to their base, and then custom make your dimensions fit that. And I see your follow on Twitch. Thank you. I don't have notifications for Twitch turned on, so that's why you're not going to see anything on the screen. So, long story short, I have to make the spacer to space up the tire, the wheel, which I still haven't printed the spacer, but that's what, imagine like the spacer going in and going over this. This is interchangeable based on the tire and wheel that I'm using. And then this wheel goes on like that. This goes over it, which this is a bad example because it's not going to work. Let me change this. Let me use this wheel. I'm gonna put a stud down the spacer to keep this center. And then what you do is you screw this down. And as you screw it, it's going to push down on the tire and wheel. And as you push down on this, it should... Well, it ain't going to stay because the spacer's moving, but it's going to push down on the tire. Then it exposes this plastic lip on the wheel, and then you can squirt glue around and then unthread it, take tire out, swap it out. Oh, it probably showed it on Twitch side then. It just doesn't show it up on my stream. That's all. So, but yeah, that's how this print is going to function. So the base of my print physically is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. So I can print the bases for this, but I do need to re-engineer this, the top part, because I have to do the outside diameter, and then I need to make a post. I need to make a plate that the centerpiece is removable as well, because of these two different size diameter wheels. So you ended up having a lighter on melting the connect. Yeah. There's inside their portal. I'll show you. Inside the web page is a different one. You had to kind of hunt for it. I'll show you. And then I'm leaving after this. So, gridfinity.xyz. And then you go to their Labs gridfinity generator. And then in this case, you go to the base plates. And then you click on style. And then you click on, was it thin? No. Nope. Which one was it? It was one of these. I'm looking. Give me a second. It's this one. So it's under grips. And then you add... I did custom lengths. And you have to leave your grid base size as 42. And then it automatically will populate. So, like, if, for example, like, I don't remember, but let's say it was 1,200, because mine's a really long rectangular. So let's do that. And then you hit render. So now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, and then both ends are curved. So that's how I got. That's how I was able to build this. So it's the same piece on the inside. And then if you look, the inside of this has tabs to connect these together. So then they're all one print. So yeah. Yeah, I went directly through Gridfinity's portal and downloaded it through them instead of through a third party like printables. So that's why you struggled with finding it. So, okay, I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna go walk through Micro Center and spend money I don't have, and buy that kit so I can hook up the AMS2. Oh, it's raining. I didn't even know it was supposed to rain today. I'm sitting out in my garage with the garage door open for once, because it's like not 95 degrees and like crazy humidity. It's like 70 out. It's like 75 actually. It's been dreary because of the hurricane, that's on the East Coast, which is Hammer and, by the way, Jack. We're getting kind of just hazy crap from it. Not really outskirt bands from the hurricane, but whatever. It's just affecting the whole weather. It's all kind of bipolar right now. So anywho, I'm going to go away, and I probably will not be back online the rest of the day. More than likely. I will be on tomorrow. But on your stream, YouTube, it said I followed. That's weird. I don't know. Anywho, I don't know. If I do anything tonight, I probably won't. I'll probably spend time with the family. The wife, this is like the one day the wife is not working and I don't have to teach soccer. So I'm probably going to hang out with the family. It's also the kids' first day of school. So yes, the stream is ending right now. Like I said, I probably will not be back on tonight, and I will be on tomorrow. I've already done today's Gridfinity episode, so if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. If you haven't seen the video footage of my AMS getting destroyed by a delivery person, go check that out too. They're both on my YouTube shorts. Yeah, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. I'm off to Microsoft.